Thokozani, Thokozani, I'm back. This thing of a load shedding. Yeah, the the other video had to be cut because of the load shedding. The battery died, and yeah, it's sad. It's sad. My apologies, my lovely people. Thokozani, Makosi Zulu, Mamlambo, Nkosazana Yamanzi, Makosa Makulu. We were talking about the Ndau spirit part one. So when I recap, I was talking about ways a person where they will get Ndau spirit. Okay, let's continue. Another way of getting the Ndau spirit was about the wars. I'm sure if you follow some history event, you will know that Nguni people, um, in most communities, towards the side of Mozambique in the olden days. So in those days, the different clans of Abatsonga used to stay that side. They had good relationship with Ndau people. However, Nguni people, they did invade with the Tsonga people with the different Tsonga people. They fought them. They won the battle, and they've captured some of the Batsonga men and incorporated them in their military. So this Nguni military was used to invade Ndau people, to fight against Ndau people. You see. So Tsonga people are usually referred to Shangani. That word Shangani, in most cases, it's an insulting word. Actually, it was commonly used to insult people. So it's not good to use the word Shangani to other people. When Nguni fought Batsonga and cooperated them to a military team, they used the Batsonga people as a front where they were going to fight wars. And Batswana were being used to fight for our battles. I hope you understand, like they were in the front. So those wars were fought in Zambezi River. Yes, they were fought there, and a lot of people died there. The Nguni people died, and our people died, and other tribes. And most of the people that died in that war, they refer their spirits to Ndau. They refer their spirits to Ndau. However, it's wrong to do that. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Because in Ndau, it's a tribe, and Zulu people are Zulu people, and Tsonga people are Tsonga people, and Ndau, it's a nation. So during that war, when people were dying, the Ndau people never had a proper burial. They just died there, and most of them, they fell into water in the Zambezi River, and they were left there. But Nguni people, as you know, when it comes to a military, they were very good. They were good fighters. They were good fighters, and that's why they won a lot of wars. So Ndawi people were very peaceful, and they were not good in the wars. And even the Tsonga people were trained by Nguni people when it comes to military, and after they incorporated to the Nguni, and they've gained a lot of militaries. And when they were sent to fight in Ndau people, they were as good as Nguni people. And the spirit of those people of Ndawe who died during those battles, those spirits were entering bodies of the people who killed them. So, meaning the Nguni people and Batsonga people were in one team, in military team that was fighting in Ndau. So when they were killing Ndawe people, the spirit of the Ndawe people were entering the bodies of the Nguni and Batsonga people, those who are commonly called the Shangan. So that is why they inherited the spirit during those wars. So the descendants of those people, they have continued to inherit the spirit. So those spirits, they want revenge. They were not happy, and they were not given a proper burial since they were killed during the invasion. So their bodies were scattered in the water fields. So when they were defeated, they were subjugated because of the Nguni people killed a lot of Ndawe men, and they took their women. So, same thing as they did to Tsonga, they've killed a lot of Tsonga, and they keep. Oh, Thokozane. I'm tired, and they kept going, women, and it was the wars during Oshaga. Then, and when they, when the Tsonga and the Batsonga and our people, they came to Shaka without women. Then after the wars, um, a lot of Ndau men they were killed, and only women were left, and those women men got settled and were married by our forefathers. So the people who have been killed in the war, um, they they need to be happy, their souls and their spirits, and now they come to the descendants of those people who killed them. So the descendants now, they carry the responsibility to carry this forward. They have to appease the Ndau spirit. Oh, guys, forgive me. They have to make them happy. They have to pay for the debts and everything that their ancestors did back then, you see. Um, that is how it goes. So if you are related to some of the people who went to the wars, then so it's possible that you might have the Ndau spirit. So the Ndau spirit, since they never received a proper burial, they need some form of embodiment. That is why they bring the forth the spirit of healing, the spirit of being a traditional healer. In this way, the spirit now will possess the descendants of those people, and they will be bringing along this gift of traditional healing, where you need to be initiated. So um, that's how some of us got the Ndau spirit. Um, so the Ndau spirit, it will need a body to live to continue with the practice of healing using you. Uh, that is why you have to go to initiate to become a traditional healer so that you can use the Ndau spirit for healing. So in that way, if you do that, you are pleased the Ndau spirit, so that the triple act that your forefathers did may be forgiven or be settled, be peace. So being a healer is one of the ways that can heal Ndau. And there are many things that the Ndau may want, and even if you consult a spiritual healer, the spiritual healer will tell you what is required for you in order to have the Ndau spirit. So that's how many people got a Ndau spirit. As you know, like there is a saying that um, if you kill Ndau people, the Ndau people will always pay revenge, and the spirit will fight itself. So in their culture, it's like when someone dies, they don't cry for those people, because when you cry for them, it's like you disturb a process in order for them to avenge the earth. So another way in which people can get it, in that way, people, it can be maybe working in another place, and then the Tao spirit can spot you and possess you, and it also happen and can possess you like that. So this spirit is commonly called indlozi langaphandle. It's an outside ancestor. You see, as you see, there were no relations that were established between your lineage and this Ndau spirit. But here it is now. So it saw you, it found you, it possessed you, and without any prior relationship. So that is why it's considered as an outside spirit, an outside as ancestor. That's how it goes. And then now people they also traded with white people. They've traded with Arabs, and they also traded with Indians. So this kind of trade, it was not only for Ndau people. Um, if even the other tribes and other nations or African people, they did trade with white people, Arabs, Indians, and so on. So they established a relationship. These white people established a relationship with African people the same way these white people establish the relationship with Ndau people. So Africans were traders, they were business people, and these white people, when they established relationships with Africans, some relationships were sexual, a, a sexual relationship where children were born, so others stayed together, and others were working for them. So yeah, and so on. also the same way it happened between the Ndau people and other black people. So if the business deals go wrong, it also happened. Um, businesses sometimes they do good, sometimes they do bad, and some of the white people they didn't pay them, and they were forced to take things from Ndawe or Africans, and then or sometimes they will kill them. Um, and some of the white people they did enslave Africans, and some raped them, some did horrible acts against the people. So also there were good relationships and there were bad relationships as well. So the good relationships and the bad relationship um, is are continuing in the spiritual way in the afterlife. These white people, after they pass away, their spirit still follow the descendants of the people whom they had a relationship with. The same way the spirit of Ndau follow the descendants of the people whom they had a relationship with. So the spirit of these white people, they still follow the descendants of the African whom they had relationships with them. Yo, let me settle. That is why in most cases you hear people saying in the spirit are white people. It is because this spirit they came the same way as our spirit came. So that is why many people classify it under Ndau spirit, but they are not actually Ndau. They are just classified under Ndau spirit because they came the same way as Ndau, where people had businesses, they work each other, and they help each other in the process, and so on. So everything that happened during that time with Ndau people, it also happened with white people. So many people are confused. Why would you have a spirit of Arabs and white people? In reality, they are not in Ndau spirit, but they are classified as Amanda with a common understanding. So these spirits of the white people still come to the descendants of the African people, where they will possess you, and they maybe will help you and bless you, or maybe they'll work with you and protect you the same way the Ndau spirit do when they had a good relationship with your forefathers. Also, the white people and the Arabs and Indians who also did that bad things to African, their spirit will also come to the African people and to the descendants, uh, and do horrible things. Yeah, yeah. So, anyway, this is long. The spirits are not happy, they're suffering, and now they come back, and they want to make amends. And their way to make amends is they possess the descendants of those people that were involved in the wars. And when they possess them, they want to do good people, they want to help, they want to give advice, they want to give protection. They also give the protection. They help, they actually helping you, so that their soul feels better, so that at least they paid their sins, so that their souls can find peace. Because if maybe you remember whites were enslaving people, they were not treating people well. So if they come as a spirit, they will they will come and being good, good spirits, yeah, and assist. So, oh, I didn't sleep. I'm tired. Of course, forgive me. I couldn't sleep last night. I was praying the whole night, and I decided to continue with the video as I promised you about the Ndau people. So forgive me. So, but yeah, this is the story about the Ndau people came about in short. So, um, I hope I've covered crucial information about where Amanda will come, and I hope now you've got a good understanding of how did the Ndawe people came about in relation with us as South Africans, Tsonga, Venda, and Zulu, Nguni people, Basotho, and so on. So that's what happened. And ngithemba ukuthi niyazwisisa. Sisazokhuluma, we'll talk more about the spiritual side, like the signs. How would you know that you have Ndawe spirit, that you are possessed, you are with Ndawe spirit? How would you know that you are possessed with Ndawe spirit? And we will also talk about a lot of things of Ndawe, and we'll cover, we'll try to cover, but for now, this is what I can say about Ndau spirit. So now at least you've got an information. Uh, when people will ask you, Guti, where do we get Ndau people? You know that I mean, where do we get Ndau spirit? You know that it's either from the wars between Ndaues and our forefathers, and either the wars between the white people with our forefathers. So the white spirit, when it comes to us, the descendant of the people that were fighting the wars, it comes as a Ndau spirit. And even the Ndau spirit, it also comes like that. So yeah, so there's a lot of things that we'll talk about, and next time I'll come and talk about the mermaid spirit, and I'll also come and talk about Inkanyamba spirit. So thank you very much for having the time. I mean your time to learn about Amandawe. I was just sharing what I know about Amandawe. So, you know, it's nice when you are a person and be adventurous, learn, do research about a lot of spirit, a lot of things, so that at least our children would know when they talk about Amanda way, or where does the spirit started. And you know, other people, they thought the Ndawi spirit, it's only the Ndawis that were living with our forefathers. And at least today I told you about, it's not only the Ndawis, even the white people, when they came to South Africa, they fought battles with our forefathers, and some died, and others, they killed our forefathers. And so when they die, their spirit comes and resonates with the 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 grandchildren, the descendants. Let me put it like that. And then, however, it doesn't come as a bad spirit, because they were enslaving our forefathers and our grandmothers. So when the spirit comes back to the descendants, it comes as a good spirit. It assists them in terms of financials and other things, in order for them to rest in peace. So it's more interesting. This is my knowledge. You can listen and take it when it resonates, but if it doesn't, it's fine. Ngumamlambo, I'm doing my own research, I'm doing my own, I read and get information where I can get and share it with you friends. So continue to support me. Please subscribe, press a pin button, because the more you subscribe and press a pin button, it's the more you're gonna give me more energies to go and study and research further, so that I can be able to come back and share the information with you. I love you all and take care. Enjoy your journeys. Remember always to clean up imisamo yenu. Remember always to cleanse yourself, so that at least your spirits azokhona ukuhlala aphile phakathi kwakho. Because if you are not cleansed, your forefathers and your ancestors, they can't come and stay and live within you. And it is very good to now for I mean to go to water now and then, just to have to rinse yourself. It's very, 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 very good. So ungahlali nje for a long time without going to water to cleanse yourself. So remember, a person has got chakras, and in order for those chakras to be activated, you need to cleanse yourself. You need to be pure. So you need to take care of yourself. Kumele uzithande. Mawazi ukuthi uthi kakhulu kumele ugabhe. Uhlala ustima. Mina ngisebenza ngomkhuleko. I also use prayers a lot. So at least that gives me an opportunity, which sometimes I go to water for cleansing, and I also go to mountains to pray. It is very, very good if you do that. But anyway, belief systems are not the same. Yeah, but it's very good nje mawumuntu ukuthi uhlale uzicleaner, uhlale right, especially if you have a traditional healer. Cleanliness is very close to God, even the goddess, ancestors wethu. So if you are deity, ama-goddess angekho akhona ukuhlala. Even the Ndau ohlala kuyo, your house, it must be always clean, because they won't be able to have an access endaweni engcolile. Ngiyanithanda, I love you all. Umamlambo lona. iNkosazana Yamanzi. I love you all, guys. I know it's these topics that I'm talking about, they're very broad and they're difficult. However, I'll try to research and learn and having references, so that when I teach something, I teach about something that is correct. Ngizothatha nje information engayazi ukuthi where it comes from and teach you. Ngibonga kakhulu, ngibonga Mzansi, ngiyanithanda. Mamlambo, iNkosazana Yamanzi, uMakhosi Zulu. I love